Hello, and welcome to the Hanktendo Holiday Hoot, where, on major holidays, we'll look back on the channel's history, review games like the good old times, and play games that couldn't really fit into a single Let's Play. I'm your humble narrator, and it is so nice to have you guys here today. I'll be here and there as the event goes on, but for now, you're probably wondering what's going down and how the channel has been since the last update. Well, in that case, let's kick things off with both an official introduction and a channel update. Without further ado, HOOT! What is up, you stinky individuals, and welcome to something very special. This is the Hanktendo Holiday HOOT Halloween 2021. So welcome everyone to this very special time of year, as this is the first ever Holiday HOOT that we will have here on the Hanktendo channel. For those who don't know, because chances are I did not tweet ahead of this explaining what this is. You know how holidays are in between, they're just these checkpoints in life, and it's those moments in time where especially in those times that you look back and you look back on your life and you're like, wow, I lived that life. That life was cool. It was awesome. Well, this is it. This is the Hanktendo Holiday HOOT, where I'm just gonna use this opportunity to not only give a channel update and, talk a bit about the channel, because for those who don't know, I like to be very transparent about what happens on this channel. I really, I like doing that. I like talking, I like being open to you guys, because, this channel is a very big passion project of mine. And so, I like being open about it. I like talking about it. Even if it is to some people who are just going to be listening and not really are able to give their own feedback. But hey, that's what the comment section's for. Comment down below. I'm just kidding. One second as I check what music we're listening to today. The music that we're listening to for this section of the Holiday HOOT is the 60 minutes of Nintendo Jazz and Bossa Nova plus Rain from Lovely Azinator. It's compiled by the Lovely Azinator. You'll be hearing his music compilations of Nintendo music the entire Holiday HOOT, because I just really like his stuff. I really like the compilations he makes. He's really cool. Go check him out on YouTube if you haven't. I think he also streams on Twitch as Azinator, Ezonater. Most likely editing, Hank's gonna have it up on screen right now. But welcome everyone to the intro section and channel update section of the Hanktendo Holiday HOOT Halloween 2021. So yeah, overall the show is, it's gonna be just one big, it's just one big combination video of everything I like to do on the channel, and I just like to have one, I just want to do it for the holiday. I'm thinking of doing one as well on Christmas. So if you guys really enjoy this stuff, please let me know in the comments down below, like the video, all that jazz, share it with people so I know that, the Holiday HOOTs are real hoots. I would just really appreciate it. Also, I just love the name. I'm just gonna be honest, I like the name, the name Hanktendo's Holiday HOOT. It's fun to say, if I'm completely honest. So, with that being said, let's see the schedule for this Holiday HOOT. So right now we are in the intro and channel update section. I think we're gonna always start off with that. And then the next segment will be the Metroid Dread discussion. As of recording, I beat Metroid Dread a few days ago, so it's still fresh in my mind, but we will get to that after the intro section. And then also we have WarioWare Get It Together one-shot. So I really wanted to play WarioWare. I really want to play it on the channel. I know that for a fact, but I didn't want to do it as a Let's Play because there's really so much you can commentate about it. So I decided I'm going to bring back the one-shots that I used to do for games like Guacamelee. And I decided that I'm just going to do a one-shot every Holiday HOOT. And I'm going to have a discussion video every Holiday HOOT. And, we're going to also have breaks in between these segments. So, because this was actually premiered live on YouTube, hello to everyone who's premiered right now. I really appreciate you guys, or, the guys who are watching this premiere. Really appreciate you guys. I also appreciate those who are just watching this as a normal video. You guys are cool too, I guess. Meh. but because this is a live segment and these segments could be a little long, I don't know for sure how long these are going to be, but I do know that I want them. I want there to be breaks so that everyone can, stretch their legs, get a snack, go to the bathroom. I'm gonna say it in between every segment. For those breaks, take these breaks, to take care of yourself, because you're the only you have. So take care of yourself. Take care of that only you, because you're the only you that you has, and that other people has. Okay? You're unique. You're loved. Trust me. You guys just take care of yourself. I really appreciate all of you guys. So make sure to take at least some form of a break as the breaks happen. That's what they're there for. Also, I'm not going to spoil what we're going to be doing during those breaks. But for those who just want to watch more stuff, we are going to be having a 2-part video. So in between the intro and the Metroid Dread discussion, we're going to have the part 1 of the special topic, or the special video that I want to do during the breaks. And then we're going to have the part 2 to that in between Metroid Dread and WarioWare Get It Together. So, be excited for that. But at the same time, please do take those opportunities to take care of yourself. I would really appreciate that. I think that's all I wanted to talk about in terms of the intro. So without further ado, let's actually talk about the state of the channel. So, overall state of the channel, I think it's actually going really well. When I originally recorded this as a test recording, I was in a bit of a funk, if I'm going to be completely honest. Again, I like to be fully transparent, so bear with me as I talk about this, but I'm a real stickler for wanting the channel to do well, and so when I see bad number, it makes me feel bad. And I know I shouldn't expect good numbers, good with quotation marks. But if I'm completely honest, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like, if I'm completely honest, I just really, really want this channel to do well because it is my dream job. And it is my passion project. It is my little baby that I've been trying to take care of since I was like a little kid back in Urbana, Illinois, watching Nintendo Capri Sun play Yoshi's Story for the N64. And can I just say, I never knew that Yoshi's Story was on the N64. That is something I had no clue about. And it's something it's weird for me to grasp because of how the game is. I would never have guessed, because the N64 is just full of strictly 3D games, except for like Goemon and like other 2D platformers. There's one that I remember, but I don't remember the name of it, unfortunately. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the channel. Welcome to the channel. For those who, are just watching this for the first time as your intro to the channel, good night. Bless you. You have walked into something special. But no, numbers originally were not doing that good, if I'm wholeheartedly honest with you. I'm just going to look at my YouTube Creator Studio stats right now. And yeah, like, I was in a weird funk recently where my videos were barely getting 10 views. And it was a struggle. Because, for those who don't know, I originally did game reviews, and those averaged at like 50 views. And now I am lucky for a video to get 50 views, which, the recent video as of recording, my discussion video on the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, that video has 70 views. God bless you guys. You guys are amazing. The fact that you guys decided to do that means a lot. And we actually got our subscribers back. We were at 80 subscribers, but we slowly dwindled back down to around 75. And that was a big hit to me, to my my self-esteem, and to my personal, I just did not feel good, or I just was not feeling it after that. If I'm completely honest, it hurt. It really did hurt. But that's not to say I'm not trying to make you feel bad for me. That's just how it is. You get used to it. You have to roll with punches, and you have to. A big rule of YouTube that I learned recently is you really should never expect people to watch every single one of your videos. You can't expect every one of your subscribers to watch every video you put out. People's preferences change. I know that personally after losing interest in so many YouTubers that I can't watch anymore now that I'm older. Like, I've developed this weird taste that even though I have like a bunch of friends that like they use above 13 language, they use curse words. I know we're all Nintendo YouTubers here. We can't swear, but no. I even though I curse often, I curse with my friends, and I put curses on people too. I put curses on people who don't hit the subscribe button. So hit that subscribe button. So just saying, or a curse will be on you. But I can't watch people who curse anymore on YouTube. It's a situation where I think I've already said it, but my grandpa, he made a very good point to me when I was watching YouTube for a while. That was like people who like strictly, that was their whole gimmick, that they cursed and that was funny. He was like, well, it just sounds like, he gave me this unique set of advice where people who curse, they curse because they have nothing more intelligent to say. And first of all, ow, Grandpa, ow, that hurts. But also, I love you, Grandpa. You're a great person. But, yeah, it's just a thing that I thought of. It's just like my YouTube preferences always change, and so, yeah, I have to understand that, like, you guys, my viewers, my lovely, lovely viewers that are subscribed or not subscribed, the fact that you're watching this video in the first place fills my heart with a lot of happy juices. But it's just, you gotta roll with the punches. You have to understand that not everyone's gonna want to watch the same stuff all the time. Not a lot of people are gonna want to watch Let's Plays for months on end, which is the state of the Luigi's Mansion Let's Play. I know that. But at the same time, you gotta live with it. You gotta roll with the punches, you know, you gotta hit them, roll with them, you know. But yeah, it's just the state of the channel has, because of my recent video of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack discussion, that breathed a weird amount of new life into the channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. It's now at 70 views, and that is the biggest viewed video that I've had since I think I've moved to Joplin to go to college. And that's another thing that's happened recently. I don't think I fully discussed this until a little later in Luigi's Mansion 3, but a big change happened regarding me and subsequently the channel. I moved to Joplin, Missouri. I'm attending one of their colleges, and it's a big thing right now where I've realized already as a freshman, maybe it makes it sound worse, but I have figured out that college is not the thing for me. Originally, I mean, I knew for a fact that I did not want to go to college. But recent events that I've never disclosed on the channel before, I don't know if I ever will, but I was in a funk. And it wasn't for the channel, it wasn't because of the channel, it wasn't because of YouTube, it was just because of adulting. Honest to God, I was just scared to be a fully functioning adult. It was a genuine problem that I had for a while, and so I just had this problem of fully relying on myself and no one else as I did adult things. And I had this problem, and so I ran away. I went all the way here to Joplin, 6 hours away from my home back in near Bloomington, Illinois. So it's 6.5 hours away. It's a bit of a drive to go back for breaks or to go back for something, but it is not a decision that I've regretted. I've met a bunch of people here. Heck, maybe some of you guys are my Joplin friends and you're watching right now. And if I never told you this, I am sorry. I'm very sorry. But the plan right now is I'm going to finish this year because a big thing, it's like, I feel like if I leave right now, I'm just going to be giving up. And it's a very last minute decision regardless. So I'm going to try and last till the end of the school year. And then I'm going to move back to Illinois. And I'm going to move in an apartment with my friends, the Spiggle Boys. If you guys watch Spiffle or Spiggle on YouTube, the Spiggle was our group channel back when I still did the circle sunglasses phase. That's a little more than a year old now, which is scary to think. But yeah, just oh wow. Yeah, that's hard to believe. But woo, I'm sorry, like that was just a nostalgia bomb. That's weird that that's been a year already. It's weird because when this releases on Halloween, the Dark Hanktendo video, last year's Halloween special, will be a year old. It's a little interesting that my reviewing years. Yeah, I've almost my my reviewing phase on YouTube was about a year old. That's scary, but also it's kind of good knowing that I've changed in the past year drastically in terms of both content and personality-wise. I think so. Maybe? I don't know. I guess time will tell as the years keep going on and my personality continues to develop, but yeah, that was just a big thing, and you can tell with how content was for a while that I really just wasn't putting much up on YouTube. Like, I had to stop Miitopia. I had to stop so many projects that I was super passionate about. And speaking of which, I think maybe Christmas we might go back to Miitopia to check up on the guys, because I have played more of Miitopia, and Epishama, Slimy Samuel, has had a major he has a major update. I changed his look so much. He actually has a face now. That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to spoil that much. If I'm actually gonna be following up on showing you guys where the Miitopia crew is right now. I'm very happy with how they're turning out right now. So, hopefully, I make sure to do that on Christmas for the Christmas holiday hoot. But yeah, I had to stop so many passion projects because I moved here to college. And yeah, I mean, of course, it's like every YouTuber who goes to college, they're like, sorry guys, I can't upload as much because I'm going to college. It's true. 100% it's true. Like, I know that for a fact that it's true. So, I'm not saying that it's bullcrap or anything, but at the same time, that is the case. And that is why everything's been happening. Again, like, everything was slowly going down until the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass video came up. And the numbers have gone well. Let's see, as of recording, it is 70 views, 3 comments, 80% like ratio, meaning I have 4 likes and 1 dislike, so screw you if you disliked my video. I don't like you. I dislike you. No. You have your opinions, and that's totally fine. Just, sorry I was slightly optimistic for the expansion pack, my bad. But yeah, numbers have started to slowly crawl back up, and that's all I wanted to see. It's just, I know the Let's Plays are a bit of a niche. I know that for a fact now. I know not as many people want to see that compared to reviews of new games. Like, I get that. It's true. Like numbers-wise, they're not going to explode as fast as my review content. It's going to take a lot longer to find that niche audience that wants to watch another straight white dude play video games. Although, that's all I'm going to say on that matter. But yeah, it's just, I have to figure out niches, and that's what I've been doing with the PNG tuber stuff, which is an actual thing. I had to make sure it was, because they're technically reactive images. I'm using the reactive image Discord software right now to do this little Catboy thing, which is also old art that I never used for thumbnails. That is so weird to think of, that I got this art, and I got another piece of art that I've never used of like Giga Cat Mario, but he's charging up like Super Saiyan Goku. And I never used that art, not once. And so it's always weird to me when I look back on it to get the art for this little cat image. And I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of wasted my money on this. No offense to Bill Spooks, you're an amazing artist if you're for some reason still watching this, but that's just interesting that I used art. I have art that I've never used already. It's an interesting thought. But yeah, back to numbers. Again, it's the same situation where my views haven't been doing good because I'm doing Let's Play content, and I started doing it relatively new. Like, I'm only on my 5th Let's Play right now, so numbers are still going to be a little low. But hopefully with future Let's Plays, which we are going to talk about in a few minutes, hopefully with those, and as the channel grows and has more content for more people to watch, the numbers will slowly go back up, because I'm not expecting instant success, not by any means. Like, I know for a fact that, YouTube is a slow hill, and eventually you get to the peak of that hill, and then everything goes downhill from there. Just like every YouTube channel, because eventually, it's like inevitable that, everyone who becomes a major YouTuber has to make a gross political tweet, or has to make an awful opinion that gets everyone so angry that they're gonna get enraged at them. For example, as of recording, what is it, the 25th of October? JonTron. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even going to put that in the tags. I'm just going to, if you want to research that drama that's happening right now, you go you. I realized that talking about drama on the channel is just not something I can do with how far ahead I record my videos. Like the tuna, like if anyone remembers the Metopia episode where I talk about Tina Fate, because we found out, you know, when she was talking about messaging an older girl, that she felt awful for doing it. And we've realized now that she's been faking her identity and she's really an older dude. So now I feel disgusting defending that person. So that's how I easily date my videos. Let's go me. Yeah, so I'm going to try not talk about drama as much on the channel, but that's, if you want to look more into the JonTron situation, I'm not saying my opinion, just what the hell, JonTron, like, you already got into drama once. Might as well do it again. I don't know. I just hope that your marriage is doing good. That's all. I just remember, like, the last time I heard about JonTron was that he got married, and that was it. Then I stopped watching him. Not to say that the marriage was bad, but it was just I stopped enjoying the content. Around the same time he got married. I'm not saying there's any correlation with that, but it's just, I don't know. Oh man, what a hole have I dug myself into? Goodness. But yeah, I wanted to just personally thank you guys for how good the discussion video has been. It seems that, you know, talking about current Nintendo topics does well for numbers on the channel. Who freaking knew? I know. It's crazy stuff. Talk about a trending topic, and people will want to watch your videos discussing the trending topic. Who would have guessed? But, no, in reality, I really thank you guys so much for your interaction with the video. Numbers were surprisingly good. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. It was really nice to see you guys support the video. Thank you guys so much. I'm in that honeymoon phase right now where I'm looking at my YouTube Studio app like every now and then because of how fast the video's growing. I just get if I'm feeling bad, it's like, oh nice, I got my subscribers back. Oh look, the video's now at 70 views out of nowhere. That's freaking awesome. Like, it's just this nice hit of happy juices that I really enjoy. So I thank you guys so much. And suffice to say, I am planning on doing more discussion videos in the future, just me sitting down like I am right now and just talking about current Nintendo events or maybe something that's happening in my life. You know, I like the talk videos, I like doing them, and you guys seem to like them with how good in numbers they do. I mean, I'm looking at you, Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack video. Oh, you. Ooh. Oh, those are some good numbers. Ooh, I got my subscribers back because of that video. Ooh, that feels good. Okay. But, you know, weird joke aside, I am hoping to make more discussion videos in the future, and I just want to say that alongside the fact that please do not worry about the state of Luigi's Mansion 3. Don't worry, it's going to keep getting regular weekly uploads like it always has been, because I've already got like 12 episodes up as of recording this. Trust me, we're set for the next few weeks. Just saying. For the next like 8 weeks. So 2 months worth of Luigi's Mansion 3 I have recorded right now and fully edited. So don't worry about that. I'm going to be recording a little later in November when I'm actually a lot more free to record some more. And yeah, just don't worry. I'm still going to be doing the same old stuff. It's just I think that now that I can record Let's Plays a lot more in advance, I can use that time out of nowhere to make more discussion videos, and I enjoy the discussion videos. They're not something that I'm burnt out on yet. So, you know, I'm just excited with this new opportunity of content that I can make, first and foremost. So, thank you guys so much for for being there with me as I constantly try out new stuff. As a small YouTuber, I'm in this nice state of the channel where YouTube isn't recommending me that much anyway, so I can just make whatever the hell I want, and it's great. You know, as someone who doesn't rely on YouTube yet, it's really nice. And hey, that's why I have you guys over at Patreon, patreon.com/Hanktendo for those who did not know. I had to get it somewhere, guys. Come on, cut me some slack, eh? I gotta make a living here. And yeah, I guess you know what? Right now, I'm going to shout out a patron. what patrons do we have on patreon.com/Hanktendo? JD. Thank you so much, JD, for your support on the Patreon. I really appreciate you. You're a swell fellow. Here we are. The last thing I want to talk about, and I did say it, I want to talk about what future Let's Plays are going to be on the channel. And so I'm excited to talk about this one because, this means a fair amount to me. I really like talking about future Let's Plays. Everyone would know that because originally I was going to do Super Mario Bros. 2 for the NES before changing my mind and doing Luigi's Mansion 3. And I'm very happy about that because the reason I didn't do Mario Bros. 2, by the way, it was because I didn't want to handle the bullcrap coming from people that I was going to use save states. I'm sorry, I don't want to play through an entire world again. Mario 2 has some, it's jank. It's a jank old game that doesn't have modern saving features. I'm used to having regular modern day games with modern day saving features, so let me have it. I love save states. I don't abuse them like I used to back when I played Mario 3 on my 3DS, but I was trying to figure out a way to do them healthily, and I was like, no, people are still gonna give me crap about that, so I'm not gonna even try. So I did not even try regarding the regarding save states in Mario Bros. 2. I was just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna do it for the channel. I'm gonna just play Luigi's Mansion 3 because I love that game so damn much, and I never got all of the big red rubies, which is the gems in the game. I've called them the big red rubies, and that's the running gag for that Let's Play, and I really enjoy that. It's fun. I have a great time with that Let's Play. A lot of features that you see right now, such as the PNG tuber thing, that actually doesn't get introduced until episode 10. So it really just shows very slowly how my content just kept getting slowly better. And it's just weird to see because then you're like, oh, so this is when he finally started doing the style that I've seen months ago. I just find that super neat. And it's just this weird time capsule of showing how dated and how far ahead I recorded all those episodes. It's great. Actually talking about the future Let's Plays though, I have 2 games in mind, and I would love to have your guys' opinions on them, so please let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about these choices. So, the 2 that I know that I want to play, I'm going to start off with the first one because it is so on theme with the channel, more than you think. The first one that I have in mind is Paper Mario: The Origami King. Now, for people who were fans of the channel since the very beginning, my most famous video, let's see where it stands right now. My biggest video that I've ever made is why I'm excited for Paper Mario: The Origami King, released back in June 1st of 2020. It has 2,084 views right now. And so Paper Mario: The Origami King has a special place in my heart and in the channel's numbers. It's a big reason why I'm getting those watch hours for monetization, verification. So I love it. But goodness, that game, it's very sweet and sour for me. It's bittersweet is the word for it, but come on, let me be funny with my saying, sweet and sour. No, I really do enjoy Paper Mario: The Origami King. I do not like the combat system as much as I used to back then. I understand now how kind of dumb it is. I love the boss battle still. I still love how it actually implements puzzle battling that the game tries to do for the rest of the game, and only the boss battles do it correctly, at least in my opinion. So I don't know, sue me, I guess. But I really enjoy that game. It's really fun. People can hate it because they only wanted Origami King, but it's a situation it's a situation. Oh goodness, it's like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. It's like how everyone hates that game because it wasn't a Banjo-Kazooie game. It's a good game on its own, but because it is a Paper Mario game, it has some really big and it's got some big competition that does things completely different compared to Origami King. So personally, I don't put them together. At least when I try to review each other, I got in some heated debate for that back in the glory days of when that game originally came out. Good night. But yeah, I love the game, but I don't like the combat system. So what do you do? What do you do when you have a role-playing game with enemies that you have to which most of the time you have to on purpose walk into in order to battle them, why not do a paper pacifist route? So I don't know if this is an actual thing, but I want to do Paper Mario the Origami King, the paper pacifist route, where I don't do any of the battles except for the boss battles, because they ain't made of paper, so you don't get pacifist on the paper. Now granted, you know, we kind of have to kill the enemies in the tutorial battles, and the tutorial is a bitch to get through. Dear God, it sucks. It really sucks. It's so long, and I hate it. That's another like big thing about the game. It's like the initial tutorial is just the biggest slog you will ever meet. It's so bad. I hate it. But after the tutorial, we don't fight anyone else. We just mow through the game as fast as we can and just have a grand time just fighting the cool bosses, like just enjoying the funny story and just having a good time. I think that would just be a great video time, and it would give me a lot of opportunities to, you know, try out some voices for the different characters, and also to just chill out and talk. I don't know. We'll be able to enjoy the game a lot more than the way that Nintendo did not intend to, but we'll show them what's what, I guess. The other game that I am thinking of for the next Let's Play is Super Mario Party. With the Mario Party Superstars game, as of recording, releasing, when this video comes out, the game's going to be out. Because I am a college student, I will not be able to afford that game. It's very unfortunate, but like my last paycheck was $34, so can't exactly buy a Nintendo Switch game with that money and also pay for college. Can't even pay for college with that kind of money, if you know what I mean. But no, so I decided instead I wanted to look back on the Mario Party game that came for the Switch before, that I really did enjoy. A lot of people did not like the grid style for Super Mario Party, and they didn't like how few boards there are. I think there's 4. It's not that much, all things considered. It kind of stops the replayability. But that's where I completely disagree, because the character dice, it's like a smallish change, but if you on purpose pick a character's like specific dice and only use that dice, you can make a very interesting game of Mario Party, especially if you do the same thing with like everyone. And all the side modes I found to be really fun. I really enjoyed the boat section. I enjoyed the rhythm section of the game. I think I only went through the mini game, like you go through and play every mini game with like slightly harder CPUs as time goes on. I never did the master difficulty version of that. That still would be a lot of fun. But the idea would be I would play through everything that I could with one Switch, because there's stuff in Super Mario Party that you have to do with more than one Switch, like on hand. And I sold my original Switch to get my OLED. So, I don't know. I really just wanted to play Super Mario Party again. And it's the same thing with Origami King, where I just want an excuse to play those games again. And at the same time, it's like, why not play them for the channel? It'd be a great time. And I feel like my commentary would be okay. Maybe. You don't know. You're not my dad. But yeah, so those are the 2 options I have right now. So let me know in the comments down below what you think would be the best idea to play next after Luigi's Mansion 3. I don't know. Here's the thing. I think I'm just going to upload it on a different day every week once I get a certain amount of episodes in. I'm not going to wait till Luigi's Mansion 3 is over and then that'll replace the Monday slot. I'll probably just have it upload every Thursday or something like that. Like, I don't know what to do just yet, but it's like it'll just release on a different day as Luigi's Mansion is still going up. That way, more content per week. You guys would probably like that, I'd be able to work more on videos. That'd be cool. More content per week, more views. More views, I'm actually able to get monetized on YouTube. And then, once I can fully depend on YouTube, which is gonna take a while, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It'll be a great time. We don't know what's gonna happen. I do know it'll be a bumpy road. First and foremost, it'll be a very bumpy road, but I think it's gonna be a very wild ride that I can't wait to have you guys on. So yeah, that is it. That is all that I had regarding the intro/channel updates section of this year's Halloween Hanktendo Holiday HOOT. So thank you so much for watching this section. And we're going to be taking a quick break. So take this time to relax, stretch your legs, drink some water, get a snack, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. You're the only you have, so make sure that you take care of that you, because you want to make sure that you's good. I want to make sure you's good, because I like you. I like the only you that you have, because you are the only you that you has. So do that. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be talking about Metroid Dread. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Bye-bye! So, how was it? Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Coming up, a review discussion of Metroid Dread. Until then, use this time to stretch, use the bathroom, and get a snack, because there is still more to come in the Holiday Hoot. While you wait, however, enjoy this brief intermission video. I hope there are no scalpers in the audience. I think his name was Gilbert. What's up, you stinky individuals, and welcome to the intermission for the Hangtendo's Holiday Hoot. Today, we've got these Pokemon Oreos. My mom, bless her heart, she got me a pair of Pokemon Oreos, just because she thought they looked cool, and I laughed really hard because I was like, oh, everyone's looking after, let's see, is it on the, no, it's not. It's not on the box, but, oh, here it is. This little thing. So many people joked that this thing was so hard to find. This little kitty cat. Scratch its head. We're gonna do a Pokemon Oreo unboxing video. We are gonna... I don't know how many Oreos there are. There are... I don't know how many. Oh well. But there are a lot of Pokemon Oreos, and we're gonna see, if any, we're gonna see how many Mew cookies we can get, because everyone joked about about selling these things for such a high amount of money. And so, like, I had to join. I know it's such a dead trend. Like, the Pokemon Oreo trend is already over. I know that's the case. Trust me, gamers, I know that's the case. But I just figured for the intermission, let's do it. Let's just see what is up with these Pokemon Oreos. So, I have not opened these. This is sealed. Still has not opened yet. We're just gonna... I can't. We're gonna open. We're gonna reveal half of the Oreos that are in this thing. We're gonna reveal half of them on this part, which should be the intro to Metroid, and then Metroid to Luigi. And intermission. We're gonna reveal the rest of them, and then just overall, we're gonna count how many Pokemon Oreos we have. So, thank you so much for watching the Holiday Hoot. Without further ado, let us open some Pokemon frickin' Oreos, dude. Oh, and there they are. There's the cookies. Okay, so there's 3 rows, so I assume the plan is just to take, I think, like, this much. Here. We're gonna start... We're gonna start with this section. First cookie we have is... It's a little Squirtle. Here we're gonna show, because that's the light side, so we have Squirtle. That's our number 1. Little Squirtle. We have Snivy, my favorite starter. I love Gen 5. It's my favorite generation, so I love Snivy half to death. Next up, we have Pikachu. Good old little Pika. Or a little dusty little Oreos. We have Rowlet, everyone's favorite. Sun and Moon anime Pokemon. Everyone loves Rowlet from that season of the Pokemon anime. Dratini. That's pretty rare. Dratini, you know, I remember the only way I got Dratini was by grinding the casino in Pokemon, I think it was Fire Red, Leaf Green. Got a little Cyndaquil. What is that one as? Yo, it's Sableye! Dude, Sableye's sick! I love Sableye. Jeremy Montage, a really cool animator on YouTube. I think his favorite Pokemon's a Sableye. He's cool. Okay, next one. It is another Cyndaquil. We've already got a repeat, guys. This is garbage. We've got Charmander. I thought it was Squirtle for a second there, but there he is. Little Charmander baby boy. We got a bunch of fire types in this pack. Here's Jigglypuff. Next up, we have another Dratini. Yo. I'm assuming that's just like, that's your uncommon or that's your rare. We're gonna say that's the rare. I don't think Nintendo really had an idea of, you know, let's make the Pokemon Oreos. Let's give them rarities. honestly, knowing Nintendo, they probably would. We have a cracked Pikachu. Yo, this dude cracked. This dude cracked. What the hell? We have Pancham. Yo, Pancham's sick. I had a Pancham in, I'm currently playing Pokemon X and Y right now. So I am playing with Pancham, and he was really fun. I think his name was Gilbert. Oh, poor Squirtle. Oh, the delivery truck did you no justice. And Lapras. So we got no Mews, but we did get 2 Dratinis. So yeah, we got 2 Dratinis, a Sableye, so we got some good picks. We got some decent pulls. And yeah, that is going to be it for this section of the Pokemon Oreo pack opening for the Hanktendo Holiday Hoot. Don't go away. We'll be right back with some Metroid Dread discussion, so stay tuned, guys. And encourage it. Hello, welcome back, you stinky individuals, to the Nintendo, not the Nintendo. We're not sponsored by them yet. No, welcome back, everybody, to this section of the Hanktendo Holiday Hoot. And, bah! Did I scare you? I hope I scared you. No, but welcome back, everybody, to the Hanktendo Holiday Hoot. For those who are just watching this specific section on YouTube, because I will be sectioning these episodes off once the event is concluded, you can see on the upper left corner of your screen that this is a part of a little event that I started called the Hanktendo Holiday Hoot, where it is just every major holiday, so like Halloween, Christmas, and whatever other holidays happen. Probably not going to do one on Thanksgiving. Dear God, I'm already going to do one in the span of 3 months. Let me have this. But no, on very big major holidays, I'm going to be releasing a big Mondo episode that has a channel update, a discussion video, maybe a game review, and also a big long play section of a one-shot of a game that I've just really wanted to tackle on the channel, but didn't really know what else to do about it. So, welcome everybody to this section of the Halloween 2021 Hanktendo Holiday Hoot. Welcome back, everybody. So, for those who don't know and just aren't looking at, they didn't see the schedule, they didn't see the title of the specific video on the channel somehow, welcome to this section where we're going to be talking about Metroid Dread. So, as of recording, I have gotten to the end of Metroid Dread. I have not 100%ed Metroid Dread because, dear God, some of the dash panel puzzles I don't want to do. If I'm completely honest, I just don't want to do them. I don't. So, in this little part of the Hanktendo Holiday Hoot, on the discussion, we're going to be giving like a sort of discussion/review of Metroid Dread. I have some talking points that I want to talk about, and I'll elaborate on them if they need more elaboration. So, yep, it's back to the basics, baby. It's back to the old school reviews, technically. I've been enjoying the discussion videos a lot more. I think since I've stopped making them strictly game reviews, I've enjoyed them a lot more, so we're going to be trying it. We're going to get back to the old style of video that, got me big views in the first place. I'm not going to be completely going back to them. This is just, Metroid Dread was a really good game. I want to talk about it. I don't want to play it again for the channel. Not just yet. Maybe in a few years. Maybe later down the line. But because I just beat it, guys, come on. Cut me some slack, okay? But no. Yeah, so I'm just going to be talking about Metroid Dread. Minor spoiler warning, as always, for talking about games. I'm not going to go in-depth about the story because, as of releasing, the game is still relatively new. It's still like a little less than a month old, so I'm not going to spoil the game. Like major story spoilers, I'm not going to talk about. I'm just going to talk about some gameplay mechanics that have already been, quote-unquote, spoiled in trailers, various amounts of stuff. I'm going to be talking about specific types of Emmy, the big bads of the game. So if any of that seems like something you still want to be... you still don't want to get spoiled on if you haven't played the game, just wait for the next section of the Holiday Hoot if you're watching this on the premiere. If not, just skip the video. It's fine. Trust me, you've already gotten me a view for the channel. I don't care if the view duration isn't long. The fact that you guys clicked on this video in the first place means more than enough for me, so I really appreciate it, guys. But yes, before we do, though, let's talk about the music and the background that I'm using for this video. This video that I'm using for the background of this discussion video is the 1 hour of spooky Halloween Nintendo/video game music video. It is from Ezinator, you know, the guy who makes amazing compilations. I love he's good at making music compilations, so go check him out, Ezinator, on YouTube, and I think he also streams. I remember he streamed one time a while ago, so he might still be streaming, you don't know. Mayhaps he does, mayhaps he does not, but regardless, go check him out if you haven't. He's a really swell guy. I think he is really cool, and you know what, why not? Let's support other YouTubers on this platform, you know, let's help pick each other up, let's do that more as a community. I think that would just help everyone grow just a little bit more, you know? The first thing that I want to talk about regarding Metroid Dread is that going in, I only saw the first trailer and nothing else, so I knew very little going into it, and I cannot recommend other people for doing the same thing because, oh my god, guys, like, I'm very impressed because even for Mario Odyssey, that was probably one of my most anticipated Switch games of all time. I don't know if I'm mispronouncing stuff. It feels like I am. Incredibly sorry if that's the case. But dude, I was anticipating Mario Odyssey forever when it first got announced. Like, it was my dream Mario game. I loved it, but I spoiled myself, and that's one of my biggest regrets regarding the game, is that I unfortunately spoiled myself on like the entire game before I even played it. So, you know, I still love the game half to death, but it's definitely, I feel like I would have enjoyed the game so much better if I knew, like, the dragon boss or stuff like that, if I did not know that going in. So, again, if this is a game that you've been really passionate about, and you have somehow, like me, have been able to only see the first trailer and nothing else regarding the game, then, oh my gosh, you need to also just keep doing that. Go in as blind as you possibly can, because I cannot explain how, even though I knew barely anything about Metroid going in, it was a blast to just go through 100% blind, and being someone who isn't even that much of a fan of Metroidvanias, it was so much fun. Guys, I cannot recommend going in blind enough, but yeah. So yeah, if you are really considering going in blind, last chance, leave the video, get the game, play it, you'll love it. If you're even interested in playing the game, you're gonna enjoy it. I promise you that. Starting off regarding the actual game, this is just the smoothest game I've ever seen on the console. I'm telling you guys, I thought for a while that we have peaked when it came to the Switch, like, regarding its hardware. Like, I thought Luigi's Mansion 3, speaking of which, if you haven't seen my Luigi's Mansion 3 Let's Play that's going up on the channel every Monday, 6 p.m. CST, check it out. I thought that game just like pushed the limits of the Switch. I thought Mario Odyssey pushed the limits of the Switch of how smooth it ran and how good it looked. Luigi's Mansion 3 kind of has a few frame crashes, which I have noted. I have seen it on the, like, I've seen it and you can see it. It's like, you can see it. It's not the biggest, it's not the end of the world, but it's noticeable. The only times I think Metroid Dread ever, like, has a sort of like a lag spike or a frame dip is during the loading screens that it has in between the different sections of the map that you travel through. And because it sections off different parts of the map and has these like these cut-off sections, and then you have to specifically go through a loading screen to get to another area. I don't know frame rates, but it seemed like 60 frames per second. It seemed really good. And also the game itself just looked beautiful. The colors popped. Like, they just popped on the Switch OLED. I'm telling you guys, once I bought the Switch OLED model system, I can't stop playing games exclusively handheld. I can't play it on the TV anymore if I can, because, it's just the colors pop so much. And Metroid Dread especially does this so well with how they use a lot of black, they use a lot of white, and so those colors just pop out, and then they do really good with the high contrast of other colors. And like Samus, as she gets new suits, she has different color schemes that just, the colors, they just, they're beautiful on the Switch OLED. So I can't speak for people who have the original Switch. I know there's no like major hardware differences between the two systems, but I'm telling you, dude, Metroid Dread is probably the the game that utilizes the Switch hardware the best out of any game that's released so far. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's so good. I love it. I think the controls were really good. Button memory was a bit hard for me regarding just, remembering the button you use for the dash, the slide, the missiles, the power bombs, how there's two different ways to go to a morph ball, and the grapple beam, that takes a bit of getting used to. So the button memory overall was a little hard for me to remember, especially when I took maybe a 3-day break, maybe 2 days, in between like my two like big sessions of me just playing it every day. It took a bit of getting used to, or getting back into it. But dude, the controls are good other than that. It's just that, button memory might be a little challenging for people that aren't used to more complex games. So, if this is your first time playing a Metroid game, button memory might be a bit difficult, but don't let that stop you from playing this game, because it is a lot of fun. But no, dude, I'm not kidding. There's so much quality of life just put on the game. And I mean, it's obvious when there's 20 years of a difference between this game and the previous 2D Metroid. But I'm telling you, dude, like, they took marks from like Hollow Knight, they took marks from other really good Castlevanias and put it into their own formula of, adding a marker, being like, okay, and especially different colored markers. Like, those are really good because, especially for me, what I did was I used like red to be like, this is a hidden item that you can now get with a new ability. You need to go there when possible. For blue, I used like, here's a hidden item. You don't have the ability to do it. Wait a bit. And then green was like, this is most likely the way to progress through the game. Go there last. Handle the other markers first and explore a bit more before committing and going there. That doesn't work all the time, and when it doesn't work, you have some... we'll get to that in a second, but other than that, and also the ability that it shows you a wide area where a hidden item would be. It's just a vicinity. And so you just have to like spam missiles all over this one area instead of going everywhere and shooting missiles everywhere that you can. Instead of doing that, all you have to do is you still have to do it, but you're doing it in a way smaller area, and it's easier, and it takes less time. And that's really good. I think that's a great addition because I already committed 10 hours into this game by the end of it. So overall, it was like a really great addition, and it saved me a lot more time. And I think I missed a fair amount of stuff. I think it was 85% done. I was trying to go for 100%, but I'm telling you, dude, some of the stuff they do later in the game, they really do challenge your way of like thinking through a puzzle and thinking of ways to utilize this moveset that you have. It's really cool, and I really like it. So there are new mechanics, like I've already mentioned, like the dash and the slide, and these make the overall platforming and flow of the game extremely fun. Nitro Rad, he made a tweet about this, but I can't agree with him enough. They give you the ability to slide from the beginning of the game, and you do not get the Morph Ball for a few solid hours. Like, it takes a while for you to get that ability, which is such a staple in Samus's moveset, and it's something that you normally get in the very beginning of the game. Like, it's just this immediate way of progressing through the game that you don't get until, like, almost, I'd say, like, near halfway through the game. And it's really cool because they add the slide as a brand new thing, and so it's giving you the opportunity to learn the slide and master the slide, this brand new mechanic, before it gives you a mechanic you already know, like the Morph Ball. But also at the same time, I don't know if they did this in the Metroid 2 remake, because I never played it, but now you have the ability to just jump on the Morph Ball. I don't think that was something you could do. I know, like, at least in the original and Super, you can't jump while using the Morph Ball. At least I don't think you can. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below so that I can, get some interaction for the video, but it was just this small little addition to an already amazing ability in the game that I just really liked. I really enjoyed it. So I just really enjoyed the new mechanics because especially they help so much in regards to the boss fights. The boss fights are really cool, and I'll get to them in just a second, but suffice to say, these new ways of adding to the flow of the game and how Like, you just get this, like, nice memory of, like, dash in this right time, do a screw attack jump, like, do a series of screw attack jumps to dodge these attacks, slide, giving you all of these different abilities to slip and slide and dash and crash your way around all these different obstacles. It was so much fun, and just, it's still unique enough where it is really good, and I really do like it. So the Emmy, I thought, were a great addition to the game as a means to shake up the formula of exploring and getting everything. Now you have these big hulking creatures that stop you exclusively from exploring parts of the map and getting new abilities and progressing through the story. Now you have to sneak around these guys, and sometimes you need to just run away from them and try and dodge them the best you can. Like, sometimes that's just unavoidable, and it's really fun. It's not too much of a difference to make the game different compared to, like, how Paper Mario, how it greatly differs from game to game, how the combat's done, and that subsequently makes the games themselves more unique from each other in terms of, like, game style and gameplay. How Metroid Dread does it, I think they do it extremely well in the sense of how it's still the same Samus run and gun formula, but now there's this enemy, you can't kill it until a little later. But you have to wait, and you have to explore in order to do that. It's still that same gameplay loop that Metroidvanias are known for. It's adding this new mechanic of now, oh, I have to be more careful, because now there's this big hulking mechanical marvel that can kill me in one hit, and I can't do anything about it. So I have to be stealthy, and I have to use the moveset that I slowly start to grow in order to defeat it. And I think that's really cool. The last thing I'll say about the Emmys is that later in the game, I think it's like one of the last ones. I think it's the second to last Emmy that you actually fight. I'll say that. And it has ice powers. And this Emmy has an extremely long sensor. So normally the Emmy have like a sensor that you can see, and that shows if the Emmy has you in that sensor, it knows you're there, and that's when the actual pursuit function of the Emmy starts. And that's where the actual pursuit, the actual chase, happens. That's how it works. So this Emmy has an extended range. Like, this thing is like at least twice as long as a normal Emmy sensor that you're used to. And if you're in the sensor, instead of it initiating the chase, not only does it do that, but if you're in that range of the sensor, you freeze for like a solid few seconds. And the best part about it all is that half the time you're evading this Emmy, which sometimes is unavoidable, by the way, you are underwater and you don't have the gravity suit yet, so you're slowly going through the water. So the one time you're in the water, like, there was this section where like the Emmy wouldn't stop patrolling that specific area, so I would have to try and get frozen, break out as fast as I can, and then like sludge through the water like I'm knee deep in mud as I'm like slowly trudging towards the exit. And I died like 10 times because I would just like time it wrong, and then the Emmy would freeze me and immediately would catch me in a heartbeat. And it was a bit annoying. I would be lying if I said that was not a little bit annoying. Wasn't my favorite part of the game. And unfortunately, there's other parts of the game I don't like, and we're going to get right into that. So there are these multiple, like, occurrences throughout the game where you can only progress the story and not explore. And I found this to be so annoying when I tried to explore. Remember how, like I said, I would use the markers to go to specific areas, and if there were, like, areas that I had no idea what they were, I would put a green marker. Well, sometimes I thought I was going the right way, but accidentally I would lead to one of the bosses. And when you go to a boss, half the time, when it's a story boss specifically, and I won't spoil the specific bosses because one of them is extremely, it's a really good reference. That's all I'm going to say. It's a really cool boss fight that references one of the older games. That's all I'm going to say. If you somehow did not see the Nintendo tweet, because trust me, I was very impressed that I didn't. After that, the only way to go, because the way you got there was accidentally, like, falling down. Like, half of these enemies, half of these boss fights start with you going in the morph ball, like, using either, like, a morph ball, like, shooter, which just, like, you use a bomb and it shoots you, like, just whips and whaps you all the way over to the next area, or it uses the pitfall blocks, those goddamn pitfall blocks, for you to get there. But then there's no way to get back, so you can get back to exploring those past areas that you were trying to go through. So you have to beat the boss, and then you have no choice but to progress the story. And that means to go to a completely different area where you even have less of an ability to explore because that area specializes in using a certain item that you don't have yet to explore. And maybe that's a minor gripe, and maybe other Metroid games do this, but I felt like I had this certain scenario happen so many times where I would try to explore, I accidentally went to a boss fight, or I accidentally went to an area that progresses the story, and then I couldn't go back to backtrack anymore than I was trying to do. So I would miss so many, like, missile tanks, energy tanks. I would miss so many of these. And so I wish it was a little more hinted at where you had to go. I wish it was a little more hinted at where this is the point of quote-unquote no return. Like, you're gonna have to wait a while to get back and backtrack through this area, so this is the area that you're gonna want to go to last if you're someone who wants to explore. I think that would be great. At the same time, though, it was really fun being lost in the game because, you know, it encouraged exploration, and it encouraged you trying to, like, solve puzzles with the items that you had. It was really cool. A part of me just wishes that they just did not make it so that you couldn't backtrack anymore because you accidentally ended up in a boss fight. That's like my biggest gripe with the game, but honestly, when you later get the ability to backtrack, it's not that bad. Of course it's not that bad, but at the same time, I just did not like it, if I'm honest. The game's amazing, I love it, but oh my gosh, it was a pain in the ass. just to say it outright. While the story definitely takes the back seat, what was there regarding lore was super good, especially during the second half of the game. You know, starting off, you get this big character called Ravenbeak, and he's an evil Chozo. And I guess it's technically not spoiling everything because they show this motherfucker in almost every promotional material in the game. So, sorry if you somehow didn't know who Ravenbeak is, but Ravenbeak, he's like the big mysterious character, and you're slowly learning more about him as the game goes on. And I think it was really good because the only times you really are interested in the lore is the second half of the game where the story finally kicks up, and you're finally slowly learning more about, you know, the Metroid DNA that was used to save your life, you know, during the events of Metroid Dread. That plays a giant role into the story, and I freaking love it. Because we knew, you know, all the Metroids are extinct. Samus has the only Metroid DNA in the universe, or in the galaxy, I guess. And so it's really interesting seeing this story of, like, this one creature that has taken over Samus's life. Just, it's finally coming to an end, and it's finally just, it's gonna finally be done, and she's gonna finally finish what she started, and I think that's awesome. And the story definitely, it's this nice epic tale, and I really enjoy it. It's just, it's really good. But yeah, it's just, if you were somehow interested in the Metroid still, at this huge conclusion of the Metroid species, not the Metroid games. Again, I don't know what the hell they're gonna name this series after this, but you know what? Maybe they'll call it Samus. The Adventures of Samus Aran, which sounds like an old sci-fi show, but that's besides the point. Story's good, and I really like it. The last thing that I want to talk about is the bosses. So the bosses were really fun, but, it was definitely a Cuphead scenario where dying a few times in order to understand patterns was necessary for your first run. So again, because I made this connection with Hollow Knight for the map mechanics, it is very similar to Hollow Knight. Not in difficulty. I would say Hollow Knight is way more difficult. It's this gameplay scenario where it encourages you to die. It's okay to die because you need to die in order to know what the boss is doing. It's not a mindless boss where you're just dodging attacks and waiting for... You're just dodging easy attacks. Let me say that. You're just dodging easy attacks and then doing the big attack. A lot of games have that problem with boss fights where they think, oh, have the character just dodge a predictable boss pattern. Like, it's so predictable they can get it their first time and they can beat the boss for the first time. A lot of games are struggling with that, especially Nintendo games. Luigi's Mansion 3, as much as I like that game, there are some scenarios where you're just mindlessly dodging attacks and you can easily win your first time. Now, granted, I don't die in Luigi's Mansion 3, at least as of recording this, I'm like halfway through the series, but there was still some genuine difficulty because of the puzzle mechanics that the game has. And Metroid kind of has that. There's one boss that I know for a fact is more puzzly than it is actual challenge, but like the final boss, the really good boss that I'm not going to spoil, because if you don't know it, you're going to love it, and you're going to love that you didn't know beforehand. That's all I'm going to say. But dude, like, having to learn patterns and having to learn how to dodge these guys' attacks was really good. And here's the thing. It would have been way worse if you don't get those E-tanks or if you don't get the missile tanks, because it would probably be much more difficult, because then you'd have to rely on the charge shot. You'd have to rely on what little missiles you have. So you would have to especially utilize, the patterns that you notice. That is something that I really enjoy in this game, and I think it's really cool. But I will admit, as someone who's not used to this formula of gameplay, the idea of dying multiple times makes me personally just feel like I'm bad at the game. But at the same time, when you finally learn all the patterns and you learn how to dodge correctly, how to parry in the right time, and how to shoot the missiles the right way, or like predicting the boss before it even does the attacks, that is such a cool feeling, and it feels like such an earned feeling. Like, it feels like you deserved it. It feels like like I deserved to kill this boss, because you know what? God damn it, I died a bunch of times, so I know this thing inside and out. And I think it's really cool, because then, you don't even have to worry about dying a bunch of times when you're trying to get the speed runs, because the game actively encourages faster times of playing the game. And I think that's really cool. I think a bunch of other games should do that. Honestly, I think it's really cool. The boss fights were really cool, especially the final boss fight with Ravenbeak. Who would have thought the guy was the final boss? But I'm telling you, the final boss with Ravenbeak tests everything you know about dodging attacks, about parrying, about using your missiles at the right time, about using your charge shot at the right time. It's this really nice mix of all of the abilities you learned in the game, and I love it. I think it's really cool. It was annoying at first because I died a lot, but it was that challenge and overcoming that final big hurdle to end the game and to see one of the coolest ending sequences of a video game I've ever seen. I'm not kidding. It's really cool, and I really liked it. It's really, really cool. And that's all I'm going to say. Bosses, overall, they're really good. Just don't be angry if you die a bunch of times. You kind of need to, if it's your first time. Overall, this game is stupid good in terms of both quality and gameplay. With its amazing sense of exploration and challenge of the Emmy and other bosses, this game might just be my favorite Switch game of all time. And I'm not kidding, like, even though there's the areas of the game where, I can't explore anymore, I have to progress through the main story, I won't be able to backtrack for a while, that sucks. Once you get over that, if I'm completely honest, the game is a freaking blast. Like, it's great, the idea of exploration, the bosses, like I'm telling you, the bosses, finding the hidden items, especially going for those harder hidden items, like, they really test, like, your knowledge of the map and the knowledge of your abilities. Like, I didn't use my dash half the time when I was doing the dash panel sections of the game. Like, those are necessary for some of the more tricky hidden items throughout the game. Even though I didn't finish it, or I didn't 100% it, because I wanted the game to be over, if I'm honest. I was like, I already invested so much time into this. I'm already binging this game for hours on end. Let's just get it over with. Let's just deal with it. I don't know. It was really good. Overall, game really good. That's what I have to say. All in all, what did you guys think about Metroid Dread? Because I would love to discuss this more in the comments and just talk more about it with other people, because this game is really fun. And I'm not kidding. This is definitely one of my favorite Switch games of all time. It's up there with Miitopia, Luigi's Mansion 3. I would say maybe even, Fire Emblem 3 Houses was really good too. Super Mario Party, I had a blast with. And, that's why I really want to Let's Play it. So again, if you want Super Mario Party as the next Let's Play, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, all in all, if I could give this game a rating, I would say it's a solid, 9 out of 10. I would say that it's really close to being perfect, but I am such a big stickler for that exploration and that stopping the backtracking thing, because I was really invested in the exploration of the game, And so when it stopped me from doing that and it encouraged me to just move on, I was a little salty about that. So I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10. But yeah, that's still a really good score. Let that be known. Like 9 out of 10. That's an A. That's an A. It's pretty good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and thank you so much for participating in this this Halloween Hanktendo Holiday Hoot. I really appreciate you guys so much for watching. And for those that are watching the Hoot, the whole thing through, don't leave yet. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be playing some WarioWare Get It Together for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for attending the Holiday Hoot. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next segment. So, yeah. Bye-bye! Once again, I would like to thank you for attending this Holiday Hoot. You being here is greatly appreciated. With the Metroid segment being done, there's one last segment to go. WarioWare Get It Together. That will be a longer segment, so be excited for some microgame mayhem coming up soon. A quick reminder to use this break to take care of yourself and stretch, use the bathroom, and get some water. During the intermission, enjoy the part 2/finale of the Pokemon Oreo opening. The ending may just surprise you. Enjoy. Oh! What is up, you stinky individuals? Welcome back to this, the Pokemon Oreos. Last break, if you guys weren't able to see it on the premiere, we got some decent pulls. We got 2 Dratinis and a Sableye. Here's the other Dratini. We got a really cracked Squirtle. Look at this poor baby. Poor little guy. He got cracked. And then we also got a Lapras, who's probably like some sort of like maybe an uncommon. And the goal for this cookie opening video is we're trying to get Mew. So yeah, don't think liking and subscribing is gonna make me want to do more of this, because no, I'm not gonna waste my money on this. I could use an N64 Nintendo Switch Online controller. So another Pancham again. Got another Pikachu. I think we have 3 Pikachus, maybe more. Another Lapras. We're gonna go relatively way faster on this one because I want to make sure we get through relatively fair amount. Yo! Oh! That's cool, guys. Oh my god, ultra rare. Oh no. Only Mew I got, and he's broken. So poor broken cat. Who did we get for this one? We got another Dratini. This boy cracked. Is it a Dratini? Yeah, it is. This boy cracked. It is a Rowlet, and never mind. This boy cracked. It is another Pikachu. I think we have 4 or 5 Pikachus now. Got a Lapras. Mint condition, boys. Aw, man. I'm wasting food. We got a Grookey. First Grookey of the Pokemon Oreo pack. Watch as the rest are Grookies. I'm just kidding. It's Pikachu number 5, baby. For Pikachu number 6, I've lost count. We have a Sandshrew. Sandy boy. This boy cracked. Who this boy? Another Dratini. This boy cracked. And that was it. That was all the Oreos. So, what did we learn from our little adventure? I know my mom watches my videos, and you were the one that bought these Oreos. Now you can see that you just wasted a bunch of money. And also, I lost a bunch of money because I could have sold that Mew for at least a few dollars. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. The moral of the day is don't freaking scalp Pokemon Oreos. Don't be like those people that made Target not want to buy Pokemon cards anymore, or sell them. I think this is the lesson of the day. You know what you do with Oreos? You fucking eat them. Neat. What is up, you stinky individuals, and welcome to the finale event of the Hanktendo Holiday Hoot. Welcome back, everybody. I'm so happy to see you guys here. I just wanted to say I'm recording this on Halloween, so it's a spooky day. Most likely this is not going to be coming out on Halloween. Terribly sorry for the inconvenience, everyone. Just a lot of personal stuff came up. Like a lot of personal stuff that I do not want to talk about on camera, but I just wanted to let you guys know. A lot of personal stuff happened, so that's why I am not releasing this on the day of Halloween. So, what are we going to do today? Well, today we are going to be doing the Holiday Hoot section of WarioWare Get It Together. And the idea is just that I'm going to be playing through as many of these little story sections of the game as possible, but with a little twist. I'm going to be playing them. Actually, let's do some of these challenge ones. That'd be kind of cool. So we'll do all mixed up. I think all mixed up is probably the best. And how many? So we have to have 5 players. Okay, so the idea is that we're going to have 5 characters, and we're just going to use the ones that I have the hardest time with on purpose. I know, there's something wrong with me, but trust me. Never mind, don't trust me. I'm making an awful decision. So, starting off, we're going to have Orbulon. We're going to have 5-Volt. And I think I wanted to also have 9-Volt, the worst character in the entire game. She doesn't have a zombie skin. Let's instead do Master Cricket. Also doesn't have a zombie skin. Okay, I'm just going to put in... The one good character is Orbulon. He's the best character in the game. We're going to have him, 9-Volt. Okay, just making sure my audio levels are okay. We should be good. Master Mantis, Penny, and Pyoro. Those are the hardest characters to control. And also, look at this disgusting creature's face. Ugh. God, you hate it. Okay. So I have one character that I do enjoy, and all of the others, Penny and Pyoro, are okay, but Master Cricket and 9-Volt, I hate. So actually, you know what? Let's replace... let's do this instead. No! Well, I wanted to use Pyoro. I'm sorry. I wanted to use the funny penguin. I'm sorry. Let's get back to this, okay. 9-Volt, Cat Anna, Master Mantis, and Pyoro. One good character that I like a lot, and then 4 characters that I hate. And we're already starting off with Master Mantis. So, this one. We're just gonna see how far we can go. I'm just gonna play as much as I can. I am just... Oh boy. I don't trust my ability. Especially with these awful characters, except for Orbulon. He's really cool. Put you there. Put you there. Also, don't expect the most high-level commentary, because especially when it gets later, we are definitely not going to be doing the best. Let me out. Yeah. Okay, we got Pyoro. He's a little Yoshi boy. I did. The characters that have a different color scheme, they are what are they? They are the zombie skin. So I thought that was fitting for Halloween. But you know, I couldn't get them all. I couldn't get it for the characters I wanted, at least in the time that I was trying to do this. What do you do? I did it. I did. Yes, Bowser is dead. Shimmy? Whoa. Woo! I haven't seen that one before. I did it. Splendid. How many? There's one here. Well, now there's 4. I did it. Yes! Smart. Smart big boy. Flip. Star. And then... No! I was trying to dodge it! Oh god, this is why I hate the characters that can't... Like, you can't control how they move. Dude. Oh, look at that little mole. He's adorable. Steep. I did it. Straighten up. Oh, that's not good. Oh, frick. Oh, gosh. Master Mantis sucks. Oh, no. Get out of there. Get out of here! Okay, that's what I did. God, these characters suck. Okay. Let's do it. Deliver? No! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Jump through all.
Oh, that's new. Okay, we have one left. We're probably not going to get past much. Yeah, it's good. We're good. Whoa! It was the third one. I think it was. No, it wasn't. Dang it. Darn, darn, darn. Okay. Okay, so this is an awful team. Like, this is so bad, but we're gonna get through it. We have Orbulon. He'll save us half the time. We have to get used to such just the worst characters. 9-Volt, unfortunately, is the worst character in the entire game, which is so unfortunate because his Nintendo levels are so good.
Make a match.
Make a match. What? How was I supposed to do that as Orbulon? What?
Peel.
Okay, cool. It's an attractive man, I guess.
Cover.
Cover the poopy. Cover it. I did it. Okay. What do we got next? Tweeze. Oh my gosh, that's one of the easiest games, and 9-Volt can't even do that one.
Shut up, baby. Shut the heck up.
At least he can make a baby sleep. Okay, cool. Ooh.
Create path.
This one. Captain Toad.
On it. Shimmy.
I barely did that one.
Fade.
The new Mario Party game is out as of recording and as of this video coming out. I really wish I was able to, play that game. Oh, God, Master Mantis sucks. I really do wish that was the case, but unfortunately, I'm in a giant financial situation right now. That has been fun. That has been really fun, you know, being able to, you know, not afford anything anymore. It was, a lot of fun. Oh, you mean I can't do that? Okay, cool. I thought you could. This is going to be proving a lot more difficult. Okay, right now our goal is to get 30. We need to get 30.
Take off.
I'm going to try and get 30, and then, only then, will we skip this and we'll do something else. Oh my gosh, how are you supposed to do that? Jesus, 9-Volt is so bad. Okay. I did it. Not the best looking robot, but apparently he's very aerodynamic. Somehow he's extremely... nope, can't do that. Aw. She's like, oh, how did that happen? A little alien came. A little alien came by and he just took my mask off. Why would he do that in such a time where we need our masks more than ever? Why would he do that?
Watch out.
Come on, Orbulon. Why would you do that? He's got little fangs. Look at him. He's a vampire. He's a vampire. He drank the blood of some people, but the people were on drugs, and now he's a wizard. Oh gosh. Oh, I hate her. She is a freaking awful character. I got the coin. I got the coin. Yum 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 yum. Go. Go. I did it. Okay, another Zombo. Peel. I did. Ooh. We still have 2 bananas. Gosh, this is gonna be... I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Exit.
I did that one. We have 1 left. Oh, how are we gonna make it to 30? Oh my gosh. They're just the worst characters. I hate them. Okay. Oh! The light, it has pierced my eyeballs! Got you, loser. Yeah, cool. Topple. Oh my gosh. Oh! God! These are the worst characters in the entire game, except for Orbulon. Okay. We're gonna do one more, and if I can't do this with these characters, I'll give myself one good character. I'll give myself one extra good character. Because I want to at least get to 30. I think I just need to get rid of, like, one bad character.
Dodge.
I don't know which one to get rid of. I want to get rid of either Cat, or I want to get rid of
Pose.
Master Cricket. I would have been angry if I was, like, barely out of frame. See, you're good. You don't have to suck me up.
Shoot.
Okay. Because 9 Volt, I'm getting used to 9 Volt, and he also has zombie skin, so I'm gonna get another zombie in.
Escape.
Okay. Oh. Did I just screw myself over? Yeah, I did. Dang it. That sucks. Okay.
Yawn.
Today. Okay, no more water for you. You're good. I think I'm gonna get rid of Cat because, okay, Zebra Cat. Got it.
Who's not there?
Panda. Panda not there. I think I want to, I don't know. I think the characters that don't move are a lot more annoying, so I kind of want to keep Cat. Master Cricket, I just hate, oh god, his mechanics suck. Pyoro I'm going to keep because, again, he's a zombie, so we want to keep the zombies. But I want to find a bad zombie. Oh, Orbulon, you are awful. I hate you.
High five.
I did it! High five! I finally did it.
Find a signal.
How about you get there, then?
Forward.
Forward. Oh, oh, this sucks. Gosh. I just, ugh.
Steep.
I'm, like, kind of used to 9 Volt because of how he,
Defeat all.
oh, defeat all. I did it. Orbulon seems, or not Orbulon, 9 Volt I've gotten used to because if anyone remembers when the game first came out, the online tournaments that they had, it was strictly like 9 Volt, but you had to be 9 Volt in the max speed for as many games as you can. And, like, it was so bad. My gosh, it was so bad. Okay, got you. And am I gonna get you? Yes, I am. Yes, sir. That will do it.
One.
Get 2 on. Oh. Oh, I needed to get at least 2. Okay. Sometimes you have to get a specific number, so I got scared. Okay. Did it. I did it! Oh my god! We're almost there. We actually have a chance of getting to 30. Okay, we want to get to the last one. We want to be on the last train. And this one.
Yes. Yes. Very good.
Match. We want... No, it has to be... Oh, gosh. Oh, God. Cat, you can...
Watch out.
You can just go on and
Light.
lick the rim. No. I was right. Dang it. Oh. Okay, we were close that time. We were close. One more chance because we were close. I was just worried that we would have another event where we would have, we would not do good. That is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to move the microphone just a bit. There we are.
Dodge.
Dodge. Get the hell out of Dodge. Get out of there.
Get out of here.
Yum, 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 yum. Cover up. What the heck? Okay, I've never played that game before. I had no clue what to do. Beep.
Shoe.
Eh.
Hey, get out of here.
Tweet.
Come on, we gotta do this. Okay, we're not getting bad RNG with levels. We're getting levels for characters that they're good at. Get it? No. I thought if most likely if you hit the tongue on those tacks, it'll probably, somehow hurt Pyoro and he'll lose and he'll get hurt. He's like, oh my tongue, I'm a little sissy and I can't do good. Oh, okay, goodness, that one's not that hard with 9 Volt. Oh goodness,
Land.
land. Don't worry, dude, you good. Yeah. It's all good, bro.
Peel.
Banana. Banana.
Ooh, last chance, too. Lucky us. Okay.
Nice.
We're doing good. Oh, we're getting some good. We're getting good luck. Okay. We're almost there.
Demolish.
Good. We're good. We're good. We're gaming. We're gaming.
Forward.
Okay. I know how to do that one as cricket now. It's not that terrible.
Find the light.
Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Foil.
Okay. We're getting there. We're almost at we're on 20 with 3 lives. I know. Me and my big frickin' mouth.
Remove.
Okay, we did. We did. We removed. We removed it.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, level 2. We just have to get to 30.
Ghost.
Nice. Luigi's Mansion. Watch the Luigi's Mansion 3 Let's Play, cowards. How? 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 No.
Unlock.
Oh gosh, why does cricket have to go upside down? It's the most annoying mechanic. It's just it doesn't help anyone. Okay, should be good. Why? Why? Dang it. We were so close. If we remove one character, I'm killing Master Cricket. Because he's done me more harm than good. Okay, we gotta keep Orbulon, 9 Volt, Puro, Cat, and then let's get in. Let's do Dr. Crygor. I feel like he'd be a fun time. He's not the easiest for me, so I figured that would be interesting. The one non-zombie. Okay, goodness. Oh man, okay, we're gonna get this. And we're gonna get to 30.
Finish.
I'm gonna give myself at least 3 more chances with this. And then if not, we're gonna move on to a different map.
Steer clear.
Get out of there. Nyum. That was first. I've never seen that one before.
Connect.
ID. Oh gosh.
Cover.
Ew. Ew. Ew, little dookies. Ew.
I can't even cover. Barely. I'm just that good. I'm just that good at covering cat poop. No. 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 Okay. That's actually not that hard to do with cat. Okay. Pikmin Bloom. Another new game that came out. That game exists. Pikmin Bloom's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's definitely... Oh, that was close. It definitely has been nice, giving me an excuse to go on longer walks again. Oh gosh, this kind of sucks with Orbulon. But yeah, Pikmin... I love... It's just fun to do that and just to play Pikmin again. You know, or to have an excuse to go out on walks, because I was not enjoying... Oh, excuse me. I was not enjoying Pokemon Go anymore, just due to personal reasons. That's all I'm gonna say. Just personal drama regarding that game. I didn't want to play it anymore. I've lost the enjoyment out of it, and so
Forward.
that game got ruined for me. So that's fun. But I mean, Pikmin Bloom, no bad blood in that game. So it's just a bunch of cute little plant creatures, and I don't know what I did. I think you were just... Okay. It's not that hard. See? We're doing immediately way better.
Empty.
Oh, you... I hate 9 Volt with a passion. We were doing so good. Okay. Chicken.
Find it.
That's it? Alright. Hey, I'll take easy. Okay. Gosh, this is way harder than it should. These characters just suck. They're just... The characters, they're just bad. Puro's okay, but like, why did they think that like people would enjoy certain characters that just constantly move? I guess they were like, oh, it brings a challenge to the people of the game. But like, honestly, it's more annoying. Like, no one enjoys playing them. Just people don't enjoy playing these characters nearly as much.
Ring.
So, I don't know. Ding, 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 dong, ding, dong. Also, I don't know if it was patched out because I think this game is still, version 1.0. But there's some achievements that I cannot get in the game, even though I've done them. I've done them all. I've done the achievement exactly how the game wanted, but for some reason I just can't get the achievement. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but like, it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Light up.
Don't mind if I do. Oh no, look out, Wario. There's a shark behind you.
Open.
Hey, we did it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, cool. Okay, we have to beat this one minigame. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. No. No, screw this. Screw this. I hate these characters so much. They're the worst. My gosh, I hate them. Staff credits. Why are there alien? Why are there alien men? Roll credits. It's a movie. We can do the pennies mix. We can do Thrill Ride where it's all one. Let's move back. Let's relax with some Nintendo classics. How about we do that? We'll do a crew of 3. We'll use Wario, Mona, and what's another like meh character? Red's a pretty meh character. He's not really that good, in my opinion. He's not that good. I loved him, but like the bombs, he's just a worse Mike. Or he's just a worse Orbulon, all things considered. He's just an inferior Orbulon. Sure he can do like similar stuff, but like, yeah, like for this one specifically, it is extremely difficult, at least for me. But I don't know. He does a funny dance though. That's kind of cool. And then, you know, Mona's just another constantly moving character, which just makes her so good in my books. I love it so much. Wow.
Deliver.
Wario is the one good character that I'm using. Also, Animal Crossing. Oh, dude, I've been playing so much Animal Crossing. I've completely redone a village. Again, I know I do that like all the time. I don't know if I've talked about it, but I think this is like the 4th or 5th time I've reset my island. And so one. It has been fun. This island I'm actually very proud of. It's probably the island I'm the most proud of, so I kind of set it like with the update in mind. So like every plot, like everyone has a garden. Like every villager, so they have their own little garden plot that I'm going to use to make all the different like crops in the game, and I'm so excited.
Create path.
I'm telling you, this one. I am super excited. I think I'm just going to go through this. I don't know how much time. Oh, well, I was very lucky there. Okay, goodness. Yep, I can't wait to do. I'm extremely excited to work on my island and make it better with the update. Red is that. Here's the thing. Red is not terrible. He's just not good. He's not as good as Orbulon. It's like a lot of competitive Pokemon. Like, yeah, they're good, but like there's so many other Pokemon that do the job that just is way better. Harvest. Pikmin! Hey, it's Pikmin. Pikmin Bloom. Play it on iPhone. I'm telling you, dude, like, I think another thing that kind of sucks is, gosh, I'm sorry. I think the thing that sucks the most about Pikmin Bloom is that right now there's no one in my area at all that's playing it, which I think kind of sucks. Because more people should be playing it because, you know, it encourages people to walk more. Although, I guess the people here in Joplin, they don't really need, they don't exactly need a reason to walk. A lot of people, there's like so many campuses and there's so many like different parks that you can go to that I could see a lot of people like not really caring. So that kind of sucks, but I just wish there were more people playing Pikmin Bloom in my area so that I could see other people and it would be fun. But I think the Pikmin game is going to be very niche, specifically because there's no real incentive to play. Not exactly. I mean, really, it's just the majority of this, like, you just walk. The majority of the game is walking and then maybe taking care of a few Pikmin, and that's it. Growing flowers is cool, but, you know, it's a very niche game, and I don't know, like, it's not gonna appeal to, like, nearly as many games. What? Oh, is it that one? Okay. it's not going to appeal to like nearly as many gamers as it will as Pokemon Go does. So that's my hot take of a video. Kind of sucks, but you know what? Whatever. You know, just like I just hope that more people play Pikmin Bloom. That's it. Okay, we're doing really good. We're doing way better. But granted, we're using like relatively good characters. So, maybe I can do like Thrill Ride with okay, 2. Maybe next time I'm going to use my favorite characters and then use them on Thrill Ride. That might be what I do. I like Anything Goes, or I like Anything Goes a lot. I think that's a really good mode, and then using it with every character, that was a lot of fun when I tried to do a test recording of this. Bowser was like, haha, I learned, loser.
Look, Metris, I can use a morph ball too. I can use bombs too. Frick, I ruined the joke.
The joke's ruined, oh no.
I'm a loser. I drank the blood to some people, but the people were on drugs, and now I am a wizard.
Oh, no.
Strike.
We're doing way better, and I'm fine with that. Wario's a good all-around character. Yeah, I like him because he's got like he's got a good attack, and he's got good movement with him being a flying character. Hey, you! Would you like to support the channel before YouTube can, and help this channel be able to make more and more content? Then the official Hanktendo Patreon is for you! Here you can give me your sweet, sweet cash in exchange for many cool rewards. These rewards, as of launching the Patreon, are getting main LP episodes 1 week in advance, getting shouted out every 3 episodes, including the first and the last episode, and even getting your own Patreon exclusive Let's Play that you guys decide on. And we have a special bonus for everyone on the Patreon during its first few months of being up. Everyone, and I mean everyone who signs up on the Patreon, regardless of tier, will be given a shout out. That means getting your name out onto this channel will cost as little as $1. So take this opportunity while it lasts. So check out the link in the description or go to patreon.com/Hanktendo to start supporting the channel today. And at the end of the day, thank you so much for even watching my content. I really appreciate every single one of you, regardless of if you give me money. So I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much.
Stay alive.
Oh, this is like the worst for Mona. Okay. Very lucky there.
Confess feelings.
Confess feelings. You're great. You're great. You are ignite. I love the spelling errors. It's great. I love it. Which is greater? 4. 4 is greater.
So, ready. Yo, mama. That's why your shoes are
I think it's the... You know what it could be? I think the guy who voices Red may or may not be the same guy that voices Monokuma. Because I can hear Red be like,
a body has been discovered.
you know, I can hear that in my head. And I love that. Because it's... Oh, that's great. Oh.
Yeah, a body has been discovered.
You know, just like the Monokuma lines we all know and love. Bounds round. Bounds round. Also, I've realized that now I can use the bombs to collect the coins, and now I've collected 158. That's really good. Weirdly enough, for a bounds round. You don't get a lot of coins for the bonus rounds, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish you got more. That way it'd be easier to grind friendship levels with all the characters. Of course. Of course. That was meant to happen. I totally meant for that to happen.
Only.
Game only. Ew. Ew, that's an eraser. Why would you put that in game?
Yeah, I'm in this game. Waluigi's in no game.
Sucks. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, darn.
For one.
I'm in a much better mood when I'm just like, oh, I didn't get it. Okay. I'm in a much better mood when I lose with a character that I'm fine with. Cause then I'm just like, oh well. In the phone and in here. I did it. Smiley face. Smiles at camera. Realizes there's no camera. frowns at camera.
Shape.
This one, and this one, no!
I am a stupid.
Dump it.
Dump it. That didn't that is bullshit. I'm sorry, that should have counted.
I don't know. That looks like it should have counted.
We'll do one more match. We'll do it with different characters. Actually, let's just go auto. Okay, that's our team. That's actually pretty good. That's like a good 5 volt is I love 5 volt. And then you have what's it? A rough and tumble, something like that.
Ghost.
5 volt is one of my favorite characters. I love her. And then the bulldog, he's a decent character. Problem is that he can only shoot right. And then Pyoro, it's one of the bad characters, unfortunately, because Pyoro is such an adorable character. That's the thing, though. They made, like, 2 of the most appealing characters in the WarioWare franchise, like, just the most unbearable to play. Oh my gosh, how? No! Ah, I barely made it. Defeat. Zap. Hi, Diddy. How are you, buddy? And he's like, because he's a monkey, he can't talk. I didn't mean to shoot. This is already off to a roaring start. Shave. That. Yeah. Good thing I understood that. You can tell all my brain was just rotting. Nice. I is a smart. SAOT. This one. Look at Pyoro. He's so proud of Toad. He was like, "That's my friend."
Strike.
He burnt my shake.
Yeah. Okay, back to the mom.
Spin it.
Spam. That actually is not that bad. I thought it was going to be pretty bad as 5 volt, but you know what?
Defeat.
5 volt's surprisingly good in this game. Can I just kill? I can just kill.
I can kill! Yes! This is the best outcome I can kill. Killing is much easier.
Which is greater at 4.
Praise.
Praise. You're delightful, Claude. You're delightful. You're a rascal, Persian seller. You're a rascal. You've no respect for knights. Bap. Dude, I cannot wait I can't wait for when the NSO online service is way more worth it for me so that I can play more games. Because, like, the games that I want to play, right now at least, are, Pyoro. The 3 games that I want to play on NSO, and 64 is, sorry. It has to be Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, I can kill. There we are. Oh, that increases my time. I didn't know that coins increased your time. Oh, no, it doesn't. For some reason, I confused the coin counter with, Oh, that doesn't help. Oh. That's it. Okay. I thought that coins increase your timer. Sorry. 3 games on the N64 Switch Online. I want to play Banjo-Kazooie, Paper Mario, and Yoshi's Story. I'm so sorry. Only one of those are out right now, and I think Yoshi's Story would not be worth that much Nintendo Switch Online for a year. So I'm definitely going to wait. I'm going to stick with just regular Switch Online and then just continue to use, just buy the Animal Crossing DLC. Because I don't care. It's like right now, that's not nearly enough to buy the NSO. Because I'd be more willing to buy the DLC so that I can keep the DLC.
On goal.
In my personal opinion, that's probably a lot better. But you know what? Don't mind me. I'm just a guy who talks about Nintendo on YouTube. Blong, 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 blong. Oh! You've got to be pooping in my pants. Why would you do that? Donkey Kong. Blah. Big boy. He's a big thicky boy.
Game only.
Game only. WarioWare touched. Oh, ooh. Huh, I want to play the game. Let's go. Speed up. Let's try and get to 30. I think we can get to 30. I think so. This one. This one took me a bit. I was always way too finicky with the toad. Blap. Blap. Uh-oh. We were lucky on that one.
Strike.
Strike. Bap, 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 bap. Shoot. Shoot, Link. Shoot, Link. Shoot, Link.
Create shape.
Create shape. This one and this one. Mom has big brain. Mom is big brain, milady.
Caught.
Hey, we got something. Dude, I remember playing that game on a 3DS. Can I just say, that's the good times. The good times of when you were just trying, you were using your didn't people use like real money just so that they could get a little icon on their 3DS home screen that they could just put on? That was so dumb. I think you might have been able to use play coins as well, but I don't know. You might have been able to, but kind of sucks because like I don't know, there's no real good way of doing it. I just remember you had like whenever they had a new thing, you had like a bunch of free spins that you could use, and that was always nice. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Let's just go here. I am safe. I'm over here now. I'm over here now. I'm over here now. Oh shoot. I'm over here now. I'm over here now. I'm over here now. I'm safe here. I'll go over here. Moving on. Let's go this way. I win. What up? What up? She kind of sucks. It's really hard to get. It's kind of hard to get coins. Get all the voluptuous coins. It's kind of good, kind of bad. 156. Actually, that's actually really good. Not too shabby. I just know that there are other bonus rounds where it's a little difficult. Just a little difficult. Blap, 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 blap.
Land on goal.
Land on goal. This one. It's a little astronaut, spaceman astronaut.
Hit it and get it.
Hit and get it. Where? Whoop. I am invincible.
Deliver.
Deliver. There you go. Yeah, so you get it. You can give it to any villager. Okay. I thought it just had to be the villager on the right. It can be any. Oh no, not this again. Puro. Oh! That sucked. Let's try and get to 50. Let's do 50 because we're almost. Find two goals. There. I did. I think we can get to 50 because we have a decent set of characters. So I think we can do it.
I think we can do it. Now.
Strike.
Strike. I did. Ooh, a small little boulder. That was kind of cool.
Get the coin.
Get the coin. Oh! I didn't get the coin. I didn't get the coin. Flip him. Ah! Flip!
Let's get to 50, he said. It would be easy, he said.
What are we doing on time? 38 minutes. We have time.
Let's do food. Let's do Orbulons, because I was not that good at Orbulons, and I want to get good at Orbulons. I think that'd be cool. Crew of 4. Let's just see what the bitch of fate says. That's actually a pretty good setup. I'm not that good with the propeller girl, but you know what? That's fine. Watch. Oh. I did eat. Okay, I thought it said watch. I thought it said watch.
Make it
So I got confused. Make it flow. Oh, we have experience.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. Prune. Prune. I did it. Oh yeah, this was another one that they showed on the when they did that 9-volt game. Spin. Spin. I love it. I love that you can spin with Ashley. It's great. See, at least they made one of the popular characters good. They made Wario good, and they made Ashley good. They were good characters. They made Orbulon good, and Orbulon's the best character ever, so. Oh my gosh, kiss already! Don't just stand there, kiss a spoon! I gotta get out of here, the fireworks are starting! That just reminds me of the One Piece show way about the fireworks. Why would you do that? A perfectly good steak is being cooked. Why are you... Dude, that's just gonna make the meat all wet. That's just gonna make the steak wet, and it's not gonna make the steak good. I know that much. Spit! Okay, there's some you can't break. I did it.
I love it. I like it.
Faster, faster, faster!
Find the light.
Find the light. There you go, man. So that was a travel game? Okay, cool, cool.
Steep.
Oh, geez, yeah, we did this way more than we did way more of this than I thought we did. Spin. Okay, this one's new. I haven't seen that one before.
Watch.
Watch. Oh, ninja.
Find.
There you are. Well, you didn't really. It wasn't really that hard, but I guess we're not. Yeah, we're at the boss stage. I was like, huh. I don't think he really did that good of a job hiding. Oh, no.
It's this one. I don't like this one.
Oh, we have to watch through the cutscene. That's funny.
Let it pass.
Let it pass. Let it die, let it die. Let it shrivel up and let it die. Yeah, this is very riveting. I'm assuming it gets way harder as the time goes on, but I don't know. I think this is extremely easy.
Might just be me, though.
Wave dashing. Wave down. Oh, she's spam dashing. Oh. This woman is the master. She's the master of movement. She's got them moves. Woo. Oh, that's a hot rod right there. What? You bird! I didn't know you had to attack the bird. I guess I used Orbulon for this part. I did use Orbulon for that section of the game when I did that boss. So I guess I never thought about defeating the bird. I never knew you could do that. Well, makes a lot more sense. I mean, then like Orbulon's suction thing was like it outstronged the bird. Oh no! Damn it! Oh man, we're not doing good. We're not doing too high. Time it. I did it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good thing the guy with the beatbox did the rhythm game. Get 2 on. Uh-oh. Ooh, Red, you almost got yourself a spot in the bad dorm. Yeah, Ashley's another top tier character just because of how much she can move and her range of attack. It's just really good. Orbulon overall, because of how strong his suction beam is, I think overall he's like better at most of the games. I think overall he's just like the best fit for most micro games. Now, does that mean, does that mean he's good at all of them? No. Jesus, how are you supposed to do that? Extinguish. Peace undefied. What? Okay, well that could have been explained a lot better. Oh well. Let's do one more of this. I like this one. There's more to that than I thought. There was more to those games that I knew of. Okay, well no, we've played all 4 of those already. We've already played all 4 of those. Give me a nat. Okay, you're just being way too nice to me. You're being way too nice to me. Come on, game. Come on, game. You've been literally giving me the same rotation to Game, you've been giving me the same rotation of characters. Game, you've been giving me the same rotation of characters. Game. Game, why do you keep doing this to me? No. Why? Why? Do I have to pick the random characters myself? Fine. How about this? We'll do the first 4 characters. We'll do the first 4 characters you unlock. That was so weird. It was giving me like constantly the same characters. I thought it was just completely random, but no.
Jump through.
Wario don't like jump through hoop. He like to make it a hoop. Life is torture. Match. Daddy. Ooh, barely did it, apparently.
Get one on.
Get one. Ooh, I did it.
Yes! The money! I want the money!
Time it.
Time it. Yay! Oh, the beatbox boy did it again. The beatbox boy back at it again.
Ring.
I guess you just have to hit it really hard.
With all your might.
Balance. Oh, didn't think about that. I was very lucky there. Very lucky. Come on, big man. Match masks. Skeleton! Skeleton mask!
Push it out.
Push it out. It's a boy! Pee on the fire, pee on the fire. Oh, that's actually a little boy peeing on the fire. I feel dirty. I feel dirty now. Don't want to see that again. Oh, she doesn't do nearly as good of a spoiler.
Watch.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, it reminds me of that one, like,
Get moving.
I know it's not the one time they say it, but it's like that one time when they mention the Foot Clan in the Ninja Turtles, they go, it's that old like ding yo. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. I know you specifically. You know what I'm talking about.
Steep.
Steep.
Oh, so steep. Oh, so steep.
I did it. Ew. Bird. Gross little bird. Disgusting little bird. I can't even shoot the bird.
Let it pass.
God dang it, how am I supposed to get on that bird? Oh, nice. We get to see his big, voluptuous ass for the next few minutes. That's great. Ooh, that was a powerful ass. Oh, wow. That just, like, uttered out of my body with such passion. 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 Oh, man, I am tired, and it is obvious. Dude, this is riveting. I love this bonus round. It's so good. Okay. How do I shoot at the bird? Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, God! I guess I got bonus stage. Give me the... I can't get the coins! There, I got the coins.
I got the coins. I got the coins.
Okay, let's do it some more. More gaming. This is probably the last one. Oh. Oh. Nope! I was confused.
Prune.
Prune. Up, there we are. I pruned. Ooh, that was kind of scary. He just stared straight at the camera. Oh! I'm angry. I'm angry. I don't like this.
Build it.
Build it. Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Oh, Lord. Listen to your children, Brian. Whoa, Lord. I just had a great idea. I don't think I'll do it. I don't know when I'll ever do it, if I ever. But it would actually be very cool
Ring.
to, ring. How do you do this as Cricket? That's how you do it. I guess it depends on how I guess it depends on how you do it, but I really want to try and do a,
Light.
I want to do a Let's Play series of just the NSO, the Nintendo Switch Online, like, specifically, like, just the entire service of games.
Balance.
And fuck. Yeah, I screwed it. I think it'd be a really cool idea that I, maybe one day I would, do a section of, like, a Let's Play where I just go through all the different games, and then, like, on different episodes I would cover different games, and it would be kind of fun. I feel like that would be a fun LP to do. So, hey, let me know in the comments down below if that'd be something you're interested in, because that would be kind of fun. I think it'd be cool. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, this is the end of the Hankendo's Holiday Hoot. I really appreciate you guys joining me through this. Just overall, thank you for the support of the channel over this past year, 2 years. Technically, it's going to be 2 years in mid-November. So that's interesting. Of course, I didn't make the content that I'm making now 2 years from now. But yeah, it's crazy to think that this channel's already 2 years old. I really appreciate your guys' support over the channel. And yeah, just, geez, we are getting old, gamers. We are getting old. And yeah, just thank you guys so much. I really appreciate just how much you guys, at least it seems like you guys enjoy my content. So I really appreciate your guys' support over all these years, all these 2 years. And yeah, just thank you guys so much. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. So, yeah. Bye-bye!